Microsoft Excel, the data you enter, whether it consists of numbers, text, or formulas, is stored in a file known as a workbook. Workbooks are just like huge electronic books with pages, or sheets, that have been ruled into columns and rows. Before using Excel, it is helpful to know what the various parts and elements that make up a workbook, a worksheet, or page, in a workbook contains 16,384 columns that are labeled using letters of the alphabet. The first column in a worksheet is labeled column A, while the last is labeled XFD. A worksheet, or page, in a workbook contains 1,048,576 rows that are labeled using numbers, from 1 to 1,048,576. Where a column and row intersect, we get what is known as a cell. You enter your data into these cells. Each cell in a worksheet can hold up to 32,767 characters, although it would be unrealistic to ever push it this far. Cells are referred to by their column and row. For example, in the screen above the cell we are pointing to is C11. This reference is known as the cell address and is most important, as it is frequently used in commands and formulas. When you start typing something, you want it to appear somewhere in the worksheet. As a consequence, when the status bar shows ready mode, at least one cell in the worksheet will be highlighted. This is known as the active cell. In the screen above, the active cell is cell A1. Notice that the column label and the row label also appears colored to indicate the active cell. You can have more than one active cell. When this occurs, you have what is known as a range. A workbook, as you would expect, is made up of pages known as worksheets. You can have as many sheets in a workbook as your computer resources can accommodate. As a default, a new blank workbook normally has one worksheet, labeled Sheet 1. Of course, these labels are pretty boring and meaningless, and can be changed to something more relevant. The Insert Worksheet button here will insert another worksheet into the current workbook. Next, we'll see how to navigate in a file using keyboard shortcuts. Use the arrow keys to move one cell to the right, left, up or down. Use Tab key to move one cell to the right. Press Ctrl plus Home key to go to the beginning file. Press Ctrl plus N key to go to end of typed information. Press Page Down key to down one screen. Press Page Up key to up one screen. Press F5 key to go to a specific page. Lastly, scroll bars appear at the right and on the bottom of the screen. You may click the scroll arrows, drag the scroll box or click the scroll bar to move through the document.